Okay, so before I begin this is kind of off script. I recorded this all yesterday, everything, all of it, and I decided to try something new. And my new plan was to have the camera slightly closer to me. It turns out that the lens that I have isn't good for close. So basically, I was completely blurry. I was so angry yesterday. I spent upwards of about 2 hours setting everything up, recording everything. I recorded all 3 videos and everything for this series. And yeah, and now we're back here again the following day. So fingers crossed that this goes a lot better because I don't want to do it a third time. Okay, let's do this. Hello and welcome to this new series here in Brittany, France. On our first day, we flew from Madrid to Paris and then from Paris to Brest.
Today we are in Brest. I've just left Madrid where it's been rather warm and here it is 11 Celsius and raining, incredibly windy. If you look over here, that's where you go through security, but look, they've got a big whale there. How cool is that? Okay, so at this point I'm kind of just walking around aimlessly because there's not much here and not much to see. I was expecting to see like a McDonald's or something, I don't know. And it's cold outside, really cold, so that's why I'm staying in here. As you can see, the 2 major places that I would travel from are London, which is not on here, and Madrid, which is also not on here. So I've had to travel from Madrid over to Paris, and then from Paris to Brest.
First thing to know about this part of the world, that crepes and galettes are from here. The difference being that crepes are sweet and galettes are savory. I didn't know that during this time, so I refer to them as crepes throughout this journey. But anyway.
They love their whales, if you don't know. Very cool. It's like a little exhibition. As I say, I don't speak any French, but look at this. It says here, entre ciel et mer. Now, yes, okay, my pronunciation is probably terrible, but it looks very similar to what it would be in Spanish, between the sky and sea, entre cielo y mar.
So, once my parents arrived, our first point of call was to explore the city of Brest. Brest is home to oceanography research centres, such as the French Research Institute for Exploitation of the Sea, which studies marine ecosystems, including whales and dolphins.
So we had all the designer shops up here, still following the road all the way down. The tram goes to the bottom here, so you can see that's the sea down there.
The region's proximity to whale migration routes makes it a key area for whale monitoring and research. Brest is a lively port city in Brittany, France, known for its rich maritime history and stunning coastal landscapes. Famous for its naval base and oceanographic research, it's also home to the impressive Chateau de Brest and the fun-filled Oceanopolis Aquarium.
So guys, we came up here to go to the Oceanopolis. You know what I'm like for my zoos and my aquariums. So, but as you can see here, no dogs allowed, and we have the dog with us. So unfortunately, we will not be going. But if you're in Brest and you want to see some marine animals, you can come here and go and see them.
The city was heavily bombed during World War II, but has since been rebuilt with a mix of modern and historic architecture. With its vibrant maritime culture, bustling harbour, and festivals like the Festival of the Sea, Brest blends the charm of the ocean with a dynamic, youthful energy. It's the perfect destination for lovers of the sea. For the evening, we would be staying close to Brest because Brittany is actually a really big place. And for my parents to drive all the way back to where they were staying, it would have been a really intense day for them. We also wanted to make the most of this by exploring along the coastline on our way back. So this was like a perfect opportunity to embrace that. So I guess you're asking, how big is Brittany? It is an impressive 27,208 square kilometers, which is about 10,400 square miles, making it 17 times bigger than London, 3.4 times bigger than the community of Madrid, or 41.5 times bigger than the city of Madrid. Basically, it's massive. This is the house we were staying in for the night. Even though it wasn't that warm, I still fully intended to make the most of the hot tub. But not for long though, just to say that I had been in the hot tub basically, and I have absolutely no shame for it. It was good fun.
We have a hot tub, but it's got a lock on it, so we're going to need to try and figure that out for later. We've got a little barbecue. Ellie's exploring, and yeah, I was
Yeah. And of course, I managed to find a Valencian paella in the French supermarket. Don't worry, we didn't actually buy it. I just thought it was quite funny that I found it there. There is an undeniable charm to Brittany. The vast fields, the serene sea, and the timeless village homes. It is a place of true beauty, imbued with a sense of quiet tranquility as though it exists in perfect harmony. Into the next day now.
It is a rather fresh morning. It is currently 10 Celsius. We're getting ready to go. So we stayed here for one night and now we're going to be heading basically along the coast and be checking little places out as we go. Goodbye, hot tub. We are currently in the little town of Le Conquet. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's very nice. It's where we're staying at the moment.
Ellie's chilling with me in the car, look. Look at this. So we've just come down to the little port. There's not much here, to be honest, but as you can see, you can actually get a boat from here. Welcome to board Pro Chain, whatever that is, which departs at 2:30. It's still only 10 AM in the morning here, so we won't be getting a boat from here, but we just thought we'd have a look at the little harbour area, which is quite nice. We've got all the housing here. This is where we were staying. We were actually saying how it feels a little bit cold in the mornings here, but when the sun's out, it's absolutely phenomenal. So you can see I'm wearing a t-shirt right now. It's actually quite nice. Hey, puppy. Right now, we are currently parked up in this town. As you can see here, we have these blue lines on the floor. I don't know if you can see that. But the reason why is this is Blue Zone. And Blue Zone, you have to buy a permit from one of the tobacconists. We have no idea where that is. And we're a little bit worried that we're going to get a ticket of some sort. So we're actually searching around to find somewhere to either buy that or park that will allow us to park without having a Blue Zone pass, basically. So every time we leave the car, this little lunatic decides to bark at everything and anything, don't you? Els? Yeah. The buildings here are just so beautiful. This is clearly a little antiques shop, I guess, or mobilier. That must be furniture, I would guess. Antique furniture and decorations. It's such a beautiful environment, very clean. There's a few people milling around. So how much was this?
€3.50.
So €3.50, and then you get yourself the Blue Zone pass. And as you can see, you can put your time here. And here is the tobacco shop that you can go into in order to buy that blue pass. As you can see, they have these lovely little shops to buy souvenirs. They had such a charm, and the people in the shops were incredibly pleasant. Really nice. Honestly, the locals, phenomenal in this part of the world. I don't know why they're so happy all the time, but they are so cheerful. They're lovely. Super relaxed, just good people, good vibes. Got these little soaps, look, and they've got different flavors. Aloe vera there. Not a clue what that one is. But we've got strawberry here. We've got apple here. Pom, flower of orange, I guess. Els, honestly, we can't bring you anywhere. We've got Marina, no idea what that is. Rose, look. Ooh. Here we've got a little local pub here, very nice. I have absolutely no idea why someone would be walking in and ordering pain, but apparently you can if you want. So this is actually where we were before. Remember, we were just down there, down the front. So we've driven up here, gone to the Blue Zone, parked up the car, and walked around this little village. Absolutely beautiful, but you can see there's people milling around. Really nice atmosphere, very clean here. Some lovely little local shops.
We are just walking back up to the car now, and the reason why is we are heading to another town called Plouescat. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. Really nice little town here. That was a lovely little coffee. As you guys probably know, I don't drink caffeinated, but decaf is beautiful here. It's very nice.
On New Conquet Lane towards Relaxation, then turn left.
So there isn't actually very much around here, but we've just jumped out, and the reason why is we want to see. Here's Ellie enjoying herself, but she can't actually go down here because it says right there, no dogs. But as you can see, this is a little beach.
Hey guys, in the comments, let me know, is this a beetle or seaweed?
No, hold on, it's got a big hole in the back of it.
We have no idea.
Once again, just jumping out of the car, and we're following the coastal road round to look at all these different places. But look at this, we've got another little bay here and a lovely sandy beach. What do you think, girls? So the reason we have these tractors here actually is so that they can pull the boats out. So when the boats want to come up, they come to the slip and they'll take these tractors and pull them out. I was wondering why there were so many of them, but this is why they're here. I was trying to record this port before, but every time we came past, a wall was getting in the way. And so we can now see it way over here. But you can see there's more boats here. The water is very still, there's a slight breeze, but it's not cold at all. And I don't know if you can see, but this is where it opens up and goes out to sea. And it's quite rough out there. But from here, absolutely beautiful. The most random car park in the middle of nowhere, look at this. And you've got the sea here.
As we made our way along the coast, we decided to stop off for some lunch. Time for another galette, the best a man can get. You get it? Galette, Gillette. Anyway, doesn't matter. Moving on. And I wouldn't usually go for sweet food. I've never been a sweet food eater, but I'm on my holidays, so I decided to try one of their crepes, and it was delicious.
Without a doubt, coming to this place, you need a car. You need a car. It would be impossible to see all these places without it. I thought it was going to be absolutely freezing looking at this new place, but in reality, this is phenomenal. Let's see if we can wind up Ellie in the process. You ready? It's her favourite activity. We keep stopping off in so many gorgeous locations. Look at this, this is beautiful. And look at these little bars over here as well. Very nice. What a lovely place to have your lunch, look. Just here at the front.
After many hours of going along the coast, we arrived at our accommodation. This time, we would be staying here for the remainder of my time in Brittany.
As you can see, we have relocated once more. So this is where we're staying this evening. I need to get my stuff out, get everything in.
I immediately went outside the back to say hello to the farm animals.
Oh yeah, chickens. Look at all those chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
Hello. Hi there. Can you stroke them? Can you? Does he? How are you? You know. Just staring up at me. Adorable.
The owner actually gets eggs from the chickens, which we had the pleasure of trying while we were there, and they were actually really good. But the goats were simply kept as pets, so unfortunately no goat curry while we're there. But anyway, moving on. So throughout my trip, I was calling this place Plouescat, and that is so incorrect. So I actually searched online, and I'm going to show you now what it actually sounds like. And so we're going to use the real pronunciation. Okay, so I found this clip on YouTube. This is how it's supposed to be pronounced. Plouescat. Here we have the local church in Plouescat, which was literally only 5 minutes drive from where we were staying.
So we have driven 5 minutes up the road to the town of Plouescat. That's where we are right now. We've got the dog with us and we're just having a walk around. Well, we're not going to be out for long, but just thought I'd give you a quick update as to where we are and what we're doing.
We went to this restaurant simply because there aren't really many places open in the evening and the reviews online seemed really good. But what we found was no one spoke English, of course. And when the owner read out the dish of the day, we all said okay, but not for an agreement of that's what we want. We said okay in an agreement to understand that we understood what he said. Unfortunately, he took that as, oh, these guys want this dish, and proceeded to bring out 3 dishes that we didn't actually want, and then 3 glasses of wine to go with it. Now, a little bit of context here for those who don't know. My dad and I don't drink, we are teetotal, and my mum just wanted a fizzy water. But we're in France, so the guy reacted as if we'd slapped him in the face. To be honest with you, I was really satisfied with the meal. I loved it, and even thinking about it now makes me really hungry. It was so good. My parents, on the other hand, were not so happy with the food and were annoyed at the price they paid for the meal. It was 15 euros each. Well, you live and you learn, or in our case, well, we learned nothing because we still don't speak any French, so yeah, moving on. And of course, when I got in, I had to say hello to the goats. This became a bit of a ritual of mine during this holiday. I don't know why. Chilling with the gang. And they would come to you as well. Every time they would come to you. I don't know if they expect me to feed them or what, but into the next day and into Sunday. If Sundays were dead in Spain, which they most definitely are, this is super dead here in this part of the world. I cannot express how deserted everything seemed on a Sunday here. It's really quiet in Spain, but like, honestly, we struggled to find anything open, but our adventure had to continue. To add insult to injury, the weather was also a little bit bad, raining on and off, very windy too.
We've come all our way to Conquet Market because we heard on Google that this is open until like 7. Nope. It's closed. It's been a bit of a difficult day so far because it's been raining, it's windy, so we've just been out and about, but nothing to do really because it's Sunday and everything's closed.
We decided to check out the town of Roscoff. So it seems as though we have stumbled upon the Festival of Scientific Films. So that's interesting. It looks like snow. It's obviously not snow, but it looks like snow. What do you think, girls? You like it? As you can see, it's a little bit more built up here in Roscoff. It's quite nice. A little bit cold, a little bit windy, but overall it's very nice. Kind of just having a wander around at the moment and seeing what we can find, but it's nice to see that there's some places open because everything seems to be closed around here. We went to this little shop in the town and they had a power outage. So we had to buy all the supermarket food there using the old-fashioned way, money. The women who owned the shop were very eccentric and lovely. Very warm people, as we'd already experienced being there for a little while. And they helped us without even being able to speak English, which was so cool. It was really nice to interact with a local, but kind of pointing at things and trying to explain exactly what we wanted. Also, Ellie and I spent a lot of time in the car together, so we took some selfies for fun. As you can imagine, not much footage from today, as it was a much slower day. Not necessarily a bad thing though. This holiday gave me a lot of time to reflect, enjoy time with family, and eat some good food. See you next week where we will continue our France-Brittany adventure. Let me know what you thought of Brittany so far. Is it a bit boring for your taste? Or does it seem like the sort of getaway that you are desperately needing? I know for me, it was definitely something I needed. I felt incredibly stressed, and yeah, it was just just a time to relax with family and get away from it all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks.